Let's go to the
Doom,
charts.
doom and gloom. What are we supposed to do with that? And when people say that,
I
it's like,
know,
what?
I
Like,
know. It's so
thanks for
sensationalized.
that. Yeah,
I know. So sensational.
yeah, like, what does that mean? I don't. Anyways, okay, so I'm not gonna get into that. Not biting on that. All right, I'm gonna be focusing here on the charts.
That's why I rushed
So
through both of those so we didn't have to bite on either of them.
yeah. What's interesting about what's happening right now with this candle, right now we're getting a decent doji here. Um, which, if this prints like this today, which is 9 hours, so I'm guessing it's not going to print like this, but it could. If it did, this is a doji that I would say, hey, this could be the bottom for now, right? But I would like to see something like this actually printed, but it's not. No bets here. On the daily, we still have on the kimono wave, red momentum wave coming down, but VWAP is starting to point up, and the wave here is starting to caress. Right, we're starting to see the waves start to turn, which is a good sign. Just means that the dump could be bottoming out, but we're on the daily, and when you see these red waves, especially with this, see how this like is a big gap right here. There's still definitely enough negative momentum going down for the price to be pushed down. Remember, Kimono Wave doesn't tell you how far the price is going to be going down. It just says like this is the momentum right now. It's a downward momentum. That's all it's telling us. All right. So let's go down to the lower time frames and see what's happening on the 1 hour. Still red money wave here. We have VWAP. Looks like it's starting to trend up, but we are in a nice green wave. RSI dancing up here at the top. So that's decent. That's decent. Maybe we'll be popping up a few percentage points, but let's take a look at like some of our. Let's take a look at what's happening here on the 1 hour. Okay, so we're on the 1 hour. I like being on the 1 hour because it kind of shows us the beginning of a more macro trend, right? A little bit more like, okay, what could we see a shift in today, tomorrow, kind of type deal, and on where the price is going to be moving, maybe on the daily, right? Here, right? Let's see here.
Let's see
So we
here.
hit, yeah, 50 EMA. 50 EMA. I need to get my a button here for the drawing tool. 50 EMA. It tested it here. This was a few days ago. This was yesterday, right? But yesterday was the 11th. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yesterday tested 50 EMA, right? What happens? It extends away from the F50 EMA. What happens? Moves back. It always likes to come back to the 50 EMA, and then we see it move back away. And we had this attempt, right? I mean, I think this was a decent attempt, and this could say, that could be it's barely in the zone, right? Of saying, hey, we came close enough to 50 MA. Let's maybe bring the prices down. We have vector candle zone down here. Remember, vector candle zones tell us, hey, this is likely where the price is going to return relatively soon. So I mean, I would expect probably prices to come back down here. So this could just be, essentially just a leg, just a little leg, and we're gonna see some lower prices. I want to pull back from Bitcoin here just to kind of show how low we actually
Ooh.
are. Okay, so
Jeez, those candles hurt.
yeah, yeah, this isn't fun. This is not fun looking. So essentially, what we were really trying to, when we were all saying 28K, 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 what people were saying is that we're going to return to these levels that we were in May, June, July of last year. Okay. So let's put a line here of where this support was past tense. Um, right? Came down, tested. It held the support really well last year. This year, however, when it tested it, big fail as we can see currently. Um, Now, yesterday, or what I've been saying is that if we come down to this 28K level and we don't get a bounce, and we break this level, the levels I'm looking at for here, right? We have this vector candle zone right down here. All right. And this was all the way back from December of 2020. All right. And so we could probably see this level and this level. This zone right here is something that I'd be looking out for. And Michael Saylor's liquidation level is just right in that zone too. You know what I mean? And hey, market makers, they don't give two poops about where or what the price is. They chase liquidity. And I'm sure Michael Saylor's liquidation would um, look good on their books, and it would probably be fun for them. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So I think that is where I'm looking at. If we wanted to see the next kind of like bounce or the next lows, like, yeah, I'm looking at like 20K, or I'm sorry, yeah, 20K, just below 20K. And then after that, it's to 10,000, 9,000, guys. I think so. Like in December, like before the year started, I was kind of looking back and I was like, okay, so where could we see like the year be kind of going, and right, I was pretty bullish. I was thinking most likely we're going to see more all-time highs and everything like that. Thanks, Freeman. And the I just I also the worst case scenario, I was like, we could also see it go down to like 9K, you know um because it's the chart says that, right? The charts are telling us, you know what, there's a good possibility that we could be returning to levels right before we had all this new investment, right? Let's go back to the weekly here. Okay, what I'm saying is that we could be returning back closer down to these levels down here in 2020, right? That's what I'm saying, is that we could be like, and we could be right. Get prepared to be stuck in these, right? Look at the price action here on the weekly chart compared to what it's been the last few years, right? These giant wicks like this, it's just crazy. Now, we could be returning to something that looks more like this. We're just shaking out like all this new investment from all these retail traders, right? And then liquidated a bunch of them, got a whole bunch more back in. Now we're liquidating those guys. And now it's time to say, hey, we have these vector candle zones from 2020 that the market maker's been taking shorts on, and they want to take profit on those shorts. All right. So I as of now, right now, it's all like fun and everything. So I'm like, oh yeah, there's a better chance that we're going to 10K before we get back up to all time highs. But I don't know. I mean, it's too hard to say, just because it's like, we are in this time where it's just crazy volatility, right? I mean, way less volatile than this. Back here, we thought Bitcoin was a volatile, a crazy volatile token, right? Is that a word? Am I saying that right?
What?
That feels weird when I say that. Just a lot of price action. Lots of price action.
Token? The
No,
word token?
volatile. Volatile.
Volatile. Yeah, you
But it's
saying it right, boy.
volatile. I don't know. It sounds weird when I say it. I don't think that's right. Anyways, we are getting a red vector candle here. So if this red vector candle prints, right? See, that could be a signal of a bottom. But at the same time, right? Because this is going to create a red vector candle zone, just like it is here, right? And so when there's these red vector candle zones, you expect the price to return to them. So I could totally see the price coming down, but then it's gonna want to come back up and return to these prices. It's just a matter of time. Um, so uh, generational wealth is built in bear markets, as they say. So I look at this as an opportunity, right? To be able to say, instead of sitting here saying, "Oh
To
man,
get some Luna
I
on the
wish I
cheap.
could have got Bitcoin at 10K." Well, it could be your chance again. So
You could get Luna at 2 cents.
you get fucking Luna at 2 cents. Oh boy, yeah, I don't know that one. So yeah, let's take a look at Luna. Oh bad. Well, let's see
Oh
here. So
gosh.
here's some ETH.
Sorry,
See, ETH.
lunatics.
So this is what I wanted to point out, actually, how ETH is behaving differently than. So we saw how Bitcoin broke through the support from last year. However, ETH is holding on. It so far has bounced off of that support.
Yeah.
So this is kind of when people say, "Oh, the great flippening of ETH and Bitcoin." This is the kind of price action you kind of want to see. Yes, ETH is usually, it's down 5% more, 5% compared to Bitcoin's one, but the key levels are still being respected with ETH. So, you can maybe see uh, uh, the flippening kind of materializing, kind of actually happening here. But it's got some time, lots of time. Okay,
Slow
because
flip.
yeah, and let's see if it holds. It might not hold. It might not hold because if it did hold, then it's like, yeah, okay, the dumps are bigger than Bitcoin's percentage wise. However, wouldn't that also translate to the pumps being maybe bigger than what Bitcoin is? So, let's see what happens with Ethereum and how it respects this level in the coming days and weeks. But yeah, this red vector candle that's forming here on the weekly. We already have last week was a red vector candle. And all you have for ETH is this green vector candle from 2020 December. So maybe that one never returns, right? Maybe the price never returns there. I
I
don't
hope
know, but
so.
I hope so. Yeah.
I hope
All
it
right.
never
Then we have
returns.
Cardano. Let's just move on from
Yeah.
Cardano. That's just a little bit.
Oh God, what is going on with that? All
This is
these, all of
Soul.
them.
I know, dude. All of them really bad. Soul. Uh, is there any hope for Soul? I mean, um, this looks like a pretty strong trend line that's kind of forming here. Whoop. Yeah, I mean, I would if it stays true to this trend line, guys, look for some lower low prices for Soul. I mean, shoot, I'm in negative right now.
Just
Oh
Matt,
my
don't put it
god.
on your watch list, Matt. Don't curse it. Just don't. You are the witch doctor, and I don't want you to curse Soul like you did with Luna. So
It's
please, just don't say it.
just watching the charts, Freeman. Okay. All right, and here's I want to go to Luna here.
That's what the witch doctor would
Oh,
say. Oh my
Luna.
lord. Oh my. I don't.
Yeah,
I
this
don't
is
think
the
I've ever
weekly.
seen something
When
like
you
that
see
on a weekly chart in my life. Oh my.
it's just stuck at 2 cents. I wonder if
Oh
it's just
my.
like everyone's just like, there is no more Luna in any exchanges. There's like, is it even gonna? Can you even cash out
Yeah.
Luna
Why
if
even
you have
sell
any
it
right
at
now?
this point? Why even sell it? Yeah. Why sell your 100 Luna?
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
Just look at that. Look at this all-time high. It's $118 up here, down 2 cents. Oh,
Yeah.
that's sad.
In a couple weeks. Yeah. In a matter of weeks.
Matic looks really bad right now too. Matic, it's broke this. It's a wick down below the last low here, and from last year. See, this is what I was saying. Is like some of these are respecting last year's support, and some of these are just breaking it. And I wonder if that's like a sign of like, hey, this one not gonna make it. This one might make it. I don't know. But
You almost cursed them.
there's major these major supports. Here's Link. Oof.
Oof.
Looking rough for Link. Looking
Oh my
really rough
gosh,
for XRP.
dude.
I mean,
Oof.
given like I mean, we
This
don't have as
is
much
the
history on
funeral
here from
party.
on these weeklies here. Oh, Avex, this is mana. Not gonna make it. Doge.
I agree with
Oh,
Solemn Power here. Yeah, this is why I'm I know when I see the ETH price, that's the one that hurts me the most, because it's like, yeah, our NFT bags essentially are all in ETH. So yeah, it's we're all sitting on NFT on the ETH bags if we have NFTs essentially. So yeah,
yeah, I know. See, that's the thing is like I'm not selling my NFTs really, for my dusty bags there, because it's like ETH is so low. It's like may as well just wait until your dusty bags till ETH. You might still have dusty bag NFTs, but ETH might go up. Will probably go up in value. So then it's like, okay, I'll sell my dusty bags and
yeah,
when ETH is up. But
yeah.
um,
And
maybe
agreed, NFTs for concert tickets. That's been Matt and I have both been saying that too. It's one of the most obvious use cases, and some festivals and stuff are starting to integrate them, but not quite using them as like passes. But I think that's going to be the key. Is like the big players in the ticketing business integrating NFTs would definitely speed up adoption. And I'm all for just like the more normie type activities that we can get on the blockchain for just
yeah,
getting
like
people adopted onto the blockchain.
yeah. The
And yeah,
more, yeah,
utility. The more utility
I
that
was about to say the
NFTs we have,
utility.
the more people will just be in the NFT space, period.
Yeah,
And will
it's
then
the
get into
membership.
PFP projects, from
Yeah,
there. It's the gateway drug is sometimes the utilities and the festival NFT passes and stuff. So, and
a
games.
gateway drug. Yeah,
And then you
um,
need your PFP for the
yeah,
members.
like so. Yeah, because like stuff like yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
So it's
this
interesting
is
because it's like some
the
stuff is like
2022 cleansing.
top shots, like collections, like top shots, or yeah, top shots. That's all I could think of right now. Just like things like top shots.
God,
It's good. Those ones are going to be interesting because that's more of like a memorabilia kind of thing, and that's still thriving with or without NFTs. It's just kind of that's interesting. So yeah, there's stuff like that I think will be still around. Um,
yeah.
but yeah.
There will
Anyways,
be
here I
plenty
wanted
of
to
stuff that makes it through this. It's just, yeah, we're just everything's down like this. I like the
yeah,
charts. Everything's feeling this way.
right. And to Kent is right. This is a 2018
Yeah, this
cleansing
is the
repeat.
2022 cleansing,
Yeah, this one and see
and
that's
it
the thing is like
may
see
be worse. There's more
and
money. There's more people
I'm
get
like I'm
wrecked.
so and I gotta tell you like so like my history with crypto a little bit. So like 2014, 2013, I can't somewhere around there in between 2000. Stop it. 2012 between 12 and 2014 I was doing like crypto mining and stuff like that and I was I was liking it but I wasn't a hardware guy. I really kind of sucked at that and like optimizing the miners and stuff. I wasn't the best. But also it was at the time, right? It cost me more in electricity than I was earning in Bitcoin. And so I was like, okay, I'm done, whatever. Sold my Bitcoin.
Stupid.
Then it started yeah, so stupid. Then it started skyrocketing, right? Around 2017, I get back into it. 2018, giant crash. And then I was like, okay, I'm out again. Like this stuff just burns me. Because back then I wasn't really trading. I was just kind of like diversifying my investments, my portfolio, and like all these shit coins. And then they all went to zero. Um, and yeah, I think I bought like Ethereum at like $1,000 and then dumped down to like a couple hundred. Like it was rough.
Yeah,
And and um and then yeah, last year I got back into it and I made the decision that yeah, I'm not leaving this time. I'm not gonna get shaken out like I was back in the past.
yeah. And then right when we
Um
started getting back into it, then there was that crash. There was like a couple crashes last year, right as we started getting back into it. So we were immediately tested We had a
Yeah.
bunch of
So
positions when that happened. It was great.
yeah, it was awesome.
It was great.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, and then it yeah, I think yeah, I think everyone is kind of in that kind of boat, you know. Um
Matt was
and
my buddy that was telling me about it, and I was laughing at him. I think Matt even sent me some, and I cashed it out immediately.
I don't remember.
In 2013.
I don't know if it was Bitcoin, I think it was Litecoin or something
Yeah,
back
he
then I
sent me
did that.
something else, but yeah.
Because it was
Anyway.
Bitcoin and Litecoin back then. That was the big Litecoin was the
Yeah.
future. Yeah. And so anyways, here I was gonna point out with Ape real quick. So we, you know, it broke this hard resistance here at $10, right? Came down, retested it, broke that down, and now right, I'm looking to see if we get a retest and if we can break above it and then get another retest and bounce off of it. Um, so this is what I'm looking out for. Ape. This is the daily chart, so we have some time before any of that kind of type stuff happens. But on the 1 hour, you know, we have. Do I see a bullish divergence? I think I do. Um, yeah, so here, right? Just kidding. Not really. Kind of. It was not necessarily lower prices, kind of the same, but we are getting more momentum. So maybe a hidden bullish divergence. Money flow starting to point up. VWAP up. So let's see if we get a wave, kind of like this, and then, we get another oversold signal here, and maybe lower prices, right? Maybe we see lower prices, and then we see not that would be a nice divergence move there. That's what I'm looking for, but not quite seeing that. And I mean, right now we're testing the 50 EMA. So you know, like if
Yeah.
you just look right again,
Yeah,
comes
not
extends
impressed yet.
away, tests away, tests away, test away, test. So what do you think is going to happen next? Maybe away. So look for some lower lows, and then
Yeah,
you
in
know
this
this would
conditions, yeah.
right. This is what we're kind of looking for. Some lower lows, but momentum starting to pick up. That's what we're looking for to start seeing some more momentum up. But ape looks like we could be seeing that in the next couple days and whatnot. Maybe over the weekend. Who knows? Who really knows? Um, no one knows. No one knows. The market makers know, but we don't know. I knew you were gonna. I was like, I wonder if I say it every time I
Teed it
say
up.
it, you'll
You
just
teed it up.
yeah, yeah. Oh, but the market makers are real, guys. They are. All right. But yeah, I mean, Ape right now is definitely the best one that's been performing. I think it's at
Who would
30%
have
now.
thought?
It kind of dipped down here to $5, and that was the strong support. So here on the 1 hour, you know, like I
How's
was just
Azuki
saying,
coin doing?
Azuki.
Just kidding. Azuki coin. That
No.
it doesn't exist.
I was about to say, I'm like, I don't,
No.
dude. Are you saying something? I
Like,
just
am
didn't.
I in the
Yeah, I'm like, am
do
I
I
that
know
dumb?
something?
Like, I never heard of that before.
No.
Near, let's check out Near.
Okay, we'll check out near, and then then we'll
Let's
move
move
on to
on.
NFTs. Yeah.
Whoops. All right,
Oh
Near.
man, everything hurts.
Hey, you know what? This is some good stuff, I guess, from Near. If you want to take your
Cool.
hopium, yeah, I got you some hopium, dude. Here, check it out. We got this level of support here. It was strong back in December. It looks like last time it was tested, and it's definitely being tested now. Um, what do I like
Oof.
about this is that we didn't get a
It's holding.
candle closing below this. It's just these
Hmm.
wicks. Um, so we could be seeing some price going up. We have this vector candle zone, which says, hey, the market makers are taking longs right here, while all the silly retail traders are shorting the bottom. So we're
Sillies.
going to bring the price up to liquidate all those guys. That's what that candle says right there. So I mean, that's not too bad. Like that's right now, like it looks really bad. It does it, but we could be seeing a rebound soon. Maybe we're at the bottom for near, but you really want to see this level of
It's
support
got to hold.
hold,
Yeah.
right? For that to be kind of validated. If we go to the 1 hour, we do have a nice green wave. So
Mhm.
like what we could see, what we could see, I could totally see this game happening on there. Um, so we see the price come up, right? Maybe we come up a little bit and test the 50 EMA here. And then we see the price come down. Oh my goodness, we get lower lows. We get a whole bunch of people going in and shorting near. But you know what? It's really just a bullish divergence because what we'll get, so we get lower lows and then we get higher momentum. Boom. So we get a bunch of people going short because they see we're breaking the strong um, support. Market makers trap them, move the price up, get them liquidated. And this is a great W pattern, nice breakout pattern that you'd like to see. So this
We're
is
going to
what it'd
call
be.
these hopium doodles, and we're going to sell these as
Hopium
NFTs.
doodles. Hopium doodles. Yeah, so this is definitely a hopium doodle for near. It's kind of, I don't have necessarily too much to go off of other than last because the data that I have on this chart on Bybit, maybe on the Binance one, it's a bit better. But that this is the key level that I'd see wanting it to hold, and if it doesn't, um, it's gonna be a straight shot to zero. No, it's just gonna it's gonna be a rough one. Because here, I mean, on the hour, we are the 50 EMA is so far extended from the 200 EMA. See, like, and this is like if you're a swing trader, like I wouldn't be shorting right now, just because you're at the bottoms. Like, don't short the bottoms, You're just asking
Ugh.
yourself to get trouble. But that's exactly why the market makers, that's why I see this kind of thing all the time. Comes up, gets lower lows, like that's the kind of stuff this is the kind of formation you're looking for right here. That would be a strong divergence, nice pattern, and then that would be a clear signal this is the bottom, but not quite there yet on the R. So let's see what happens today, and the next and tomorrow, because we could maybe see this pattern form out in the next few days or so. Um, so keep your eyes on the charts.
Okay.